Good morning, Brian. Do you ever sleep, my friend? Every time, can you hear me okay? Because I've got a new microphone on. Just want to put a microphone on today. Don't know if you can hear me. Might have to unplug it. Trying to stop the wind. Hello. Alright, Jojo, how you doing? Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. Can you hear me? Because my okay, let me unplug this. Right, is that better, Brian? Because I took the headphones out now. That should be better, yeah? That should be a bit better. Yeah, I tried it, but it didn't work. Look at that sunrise, guys. We're going to go up and look at the ocean. You like a sunrise, didn't you, Brian? All right, Philip, how you doing? Yeah, I thought I'd come and show you this sunrise, because look how bright that is. Yeah, this is the sunrise over Essex. You're in the mall, very loud, yeah. July's gone to sleep. I don't know why. She just falls asleep after live stream every time. It's like drives me crazy. Like Jar Jar just carries on with her live stream all day. She don't stop. She don't get tired. And then July crashes out. So it's lovely, isn't it? Sunrise is lovely, man. Wait till we get up here and it's over the ocean. It's going to be a lot better. I know. I don't know whether it's because she's not active enough. She's just sitting in the apartment. I don't know, man. But yeah, we're going to have a little look up here. Same place I walked yesterday, but look, the sky is blue today. And I'm in a t-shirt. I'm in a t-shirt. Brian, what's the time there? What's the time in your country? Because it's like you never sleep, my friend. When do you actually ever get any sleep? Every time I switch on, you're here still. Must be a full-time job with everybody. Wow. Okay. 10 to 1. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I've had worse nights. Morning, David. How are we doing? We're going to watch the sunrise over Southend-on-Sea, Essex, United Kingdom. It's really early here. I'm still running on Philippine time, so I've been up since 2 AM. I went to bed at like 7 PM last night. Woke up at 2 AM. Yeah, so when we get around this corner, guys, you're going to see the full force of the sunshine. But yes, it's very early here. It is 5:52 AM. It's 5:52. Beautiful morning, look. Absolutely stunning. Should be amazing up on the seafront, but normally I can just cut through. I was saying yesterday, straight up here, and I'm on the sea wall in like seconds from my house. But they're doing all this restructuring and re-strengthening the sea defences, so it stopped the access for now, which is a pain. Apparently it's going to be back to normal in 2025, so I think this bit here will be done by the end of the summer. Basically, when it starts raining, they'll open it up probably, but this is all closed now, which is crazy really. There's no need for it to be. It's all finished. What we're going to do is we're going to walk up the sea wall this morning, because I need to get me exercise in every day, guys. So I'm going to do this walk. It's probably a couple of miles, trying to keep on everything. If I just sit around indoors, I'll just get fat. It's Sunday today, so there's no work, and yeah, let's have a little look at the sunrise. It's going to pop round the corner now. Look at that. Wait till we get up here, guys. It's going to be some sunrise, because it's the summertime at the moment. We're getting like 25 degrees to 30 degrees in the daytime, which is rare for the UK. It's normally free and raining, so we have a very short summer, sort of from July to September if we're lucky. Sometimes the odd warm day in June, but it's basically 3-month summer. And sometimes we don't get any summer. Sometimes it just stays cold and rains the whole summer. It's extremely volatile, the UK weather. It can have 4 different seasons in one day. It can rain in the morning, be bright sunshine in the lunchtime, and it could be snowing by the evening. And it could be like a wind storm. Thanks, Si. Yeah, man. Good for the soul. See this wood they've put up? This is the government, the council have put this up to protect this bit of area. They've just seeded it all to put grass down. So, because it's like this and it's unprotected and it's all newly built, they've just relayed it all. Yeah, so they've protected it the cheapest way they could with wooden fencing, just to keep the kids off it. But it makes it so I've got to walk half a mile now to get to the ocean. But there's another one of them benches there, guys. Look, you can have them all over the place here. They've fitted one. I was saying about the benches, when people when people die, they put a bench down in memory of them. So someone's had one fitted here. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. There's a little sign there, look, see? In loving memory. And they've had the bench done, they've had the concrete floor put in, look. And they've got flowers next to it, look. It's really thoughtful. Who's that? Oh yeah, okay. Don't spam, David. I didn't realise. I was so busy. I was so busy talking to you, Brian. I didn't realise. But look how high the sea is now. Do you remember how low it was yesterday? Look how high it is now, guys. We'll walk down there in a minute. But we was looking at the ground, weren't we, down here? Look at it now. Amazing, eh? Oh, someone bird watching here, look. Watching the birds. Morning. See anything good? No? 5 minutes. Oh, right. Okay. Not so far. No whales or anything? Sometimes you see the odd minke, didn't you? I've never seen one. No, I've heard they've come up here. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, so this is where it gets bright, guys, around here. Look. Wow, look at that, guys. That's a sunrise, isn't it? Look how much the ocean's in. Yeah, look at that sunrise, Brian. That sunrise is actually over Essex and Southend-on-Sea. So it's on the southeast of England. That's coming up. Obviously, rising the east, setting the west. So it's heading east that way. But it's a great sunrise, isn't it? Yeah, the sky is lovely today, and the ocean's really high. Look, when it goes out, do you remember yesterday I showed you, Brian, that all the people were walking out here digging worm bait for fishing? It comes in 6 meters. It's such a big tide. I used to fish out here. Yeah, I used to fish out here in the in summertime. Now the fishing is just phenomenal. You catch loads of sea bass, which are really good eating fish in the UK, and amazing to eat. And they're regulated, so there's loads of them, so you haven't got to feel guilty if you catch one and eat one, because it's all regulated. So the stocks are so high that you're never going to dent any of the stocks by eating a fish. They really look after it well. So I'm going to walk through it. Sometimes, lads, ladies and gentlemen, you can see some fish in the edge of it. But it's very nice. There's the sunrise. I don't know, you know, sunrise is really refreshing, isn't it? Look how refreshing it is today, the sunrise. Sunset is great. Sunset is great with a loved one, sitting on a beach, you know, having a glass of fruit juice or a mango shake. You can't beat that, watching the sun go down, filming, you know. But this is different. You don't really get sunsets in here in the UK. You have to have a sunrise. Where we are, well, saying we don't get sunsets in the UK is a stupid thing to say, but we can't experience a really nice sunset here because it sets in the west and we're on the east coast, so we only ever see it going behind behind concrete buildings. So that's the difference, you see. When the sunrise is here on the east coast, we get to see it come up out the ocean. So UK sunrise, Philippine sunset. It's got to be in it. Yeah. There's someone up there. I think they're fishing. Maybe they're doing something. But you can walk right round there. There's a boatyard over there. Let's have a look at the boatyard. See all the masts of all the sailing ships. That's a boatyard there. That's a yacht club, actually. Yeah, that's a good saying. I like that, Brian. And when you go out to the sunrise, look how bright that is. Wow, that's some picture, isn't it? That's a screenshot. Look at the reflection. That's great. Over the Southend-on-Sea, the town. It's nice. It's better like that, isn't it, with it higher in this sky, so you get more reflection. Yeah, that's a nice one. That is beautiful, isn't it? I'm shaking a bit. You know what? Maybe I can set this up. Let me try it on the tripod so it's not shaking. There we go. Let me just adjust it, guys. Get it right. Straighten it. Get it exactly where we need it, like that. Like that. Is that right? That's not bad, is it? That's not bad. Now that's still there. Look at that. That's a pretty cool picture. That's still now as well, isn't it? Yeah, of course you can use it. That's why I've done it, Brian. I know you're into it, you know what I mean? So that's why I've done it. Of course. UK sunrise. You know, that's your thing, isn't it? That's your channel. Yeah, it's a shame there's a little bit of cloud, but I suppose it adds to the picture, doesn't it? Adds to the picture a little bit. And the golden ocean, the reflection looks good. Yeah, so what a fantastic day, guys, eh? We'll sit here and watch the sunrise, eh? For a little while. Yeah, so you can imagine you're in the UK now, on a beach in Southend-on-Sea, on the Essex coastline, southeast England. You could be anywhere in the world though with a sunrise like that, couldn't you? Yeah. You do like for a dip, David, but it's about what, 15 degrees if we're lucky, 15 Celsius. So it's absolutely freezing, mate. When you go in the sea in the Philippines, it's just like getting in a bath, you know. But when you come here, it's a challenge. But I do go in, and you get used to it. As soon as you get in there for a little, on a really hot day, you know, you adjust. But I think it goes up to 17 degrees Celsius. It's not warm, but yeah. Yeah, it's not that warm. Yeah, cheers, David. Yeah, it's a nice little photograph, that is. Well, it's going in behind the clouds a little bit, so it might spread it a bit more. It's not as direct, is it? It's changing all the time. Changing all the time, guys. Great for fishing this time of day, it is. You need to get out far though, that's the problem. That's why you need a boat here. You need to be able to get out a little way, because all the fish are sitting out there on the sandbanks. That's a shame that cloud's there, isn't it? That would have been a fantastic sunrise. I think we've got a slight northeasterly wind today. Yeah. Right, so the fish that are here at the moment are the English mackerel. You get the Spanish mackerel, which are the big ones, like the English mackerel are the smaller size ones. They're really oily. They taste really nice. If you ever have mackerel out of a tin, say mackerel in a tin, that's what it is. Really tasty. You get herring, which is obviously what they make all the herring roll mops out of, and kippers. You know, it's an English dish, and it's smoked herring is a kipper. You get sea bass, which is a nice dish to eat as well. If you ever get a chance to try sea bass, it's a very, very nice fish to eat. No bones in it. You get something called a dogfish. In other countries, I think it's called a cat dog or something. I don't know. It's like a shark, no teeth, just sandpaper mouth. Looks like a shark, but long and thin. There's about 5 different varieties of that. You've got bullhuss, you've got dogfish, you've got smooth hound, which look more like a shark. But yeah, they're not a catfish. They don't look anything like a catfish. They look like a shark, Brian. But they call them cat sharks in the UK or something like that. There's also catfish in the lakes here. You know, inland, in the freshwater lakes, they get big catfish. No, never heard of a dogfish. If you Google it, then you'll see the pictures of it, because it's a UK fish, UK dogfish. You'll be able to see it. But yeah, so you got smooth hound, which looks like a shark as well, just got no teeth, just padding, and they're all edible. They all eat them all. You get skate, which they eat, which is different types of skate. They've got thornback rays, blonde rays. There's a big list, Brian, of fish that you can eat in the UK. Virtually everything in the ocean you can eat. Some taste better than others, but obviously you got the cod as well. You get cod, which is a popular eating fish, isn't it? But there's not so many of them about nowadays, and they're a winter species. They come in the winter time when it's cold, and you get all the flatfish like the plaice, the Dover sole, the lemon sole, the flounder. You don't get halibut though. No halibut for some reason. I think it's too warm for them. Oh yeah, I know about my fish because I've lived on the coast here for a long time, and I've been a fisherman for all my life since I was when I was 5 years old was when I picked a fishing rod up. It's a family thing. So I know all the species of fish inland and in the sea. I've caught every one of them. Caught every species of fish in the ocean, around the UK, and in the lakes in the UK. So I used to be semi-professional at fishing when I was in my 20s. I was sponsored by a fishing tackle company to catch fish in matches, fish competitions. So it's been my life, really. Now, I'm originally from North London. The East End is like West Ham area, and I'm from North London, where is Tottenham and Enfield, and where Arsenal and Tottenham Football Club are, over there, North London. But yeah, so the best eating fish in the UK are cod, and they are sea bass. You know, sea bass is extremely expensive. Very expensive. It's like catching a turbot. Some turbot that they catch off the UK are like worth £500, £600. Not as much as the tunas, obviously. But the tunas have come back, haven't they, to the UK? Probably you don't even know about that, but they've turned up in their masses. The big bluefin tuna. They've shown back up in the UK. In the sea, in the UK sea waters. Down in Cornwall and Devon. Yeah, the cod's popular, isn't it, over there? They get you get Arctic cod, which are massive as well. There's different types of cod. Loads of I'll tell you my favourite fishing I want to catch, Brian, in look at it's moved, look, it's moved a little bit. My favourite fish I want to catch in Canada is the white sturgeon. They're absolutely massive. White sturgeon, you get them in the big rivers coming out of the mountains. They grow to like 20 foot long. They're absolutely massive. They're absolutely massive. Have you heard of them? Yeah, you have, yeah. They're huge. I wouldn't mind having a fish for them when I come over there next year. That'd be amazing. And I want to take July to some skiing or some snow area, somewhere where she can see all the snow, because she's never experienced snow before. That's looking better now, the sun's coming out. That's a good one. Big, isn't it? The sun's big. It's because I'm zoomed in, that's why. I'm zoomed in a bit, guys. Dream country to visit. Well, I've done a lot of countries, Si. Australia. Australia. That's the last one on my list. Australia. Let's get it in the centre, look. Australia, guys, is the last one on my list. That's the last one on my list. That's where I want to be. The countries I've done is I've done Africa, I've done Spain, I've done France, done Germany, done Holland, done Sweden, done Malta as well. Haven't done Italy. I've done Argentina in America. Yeah, that's what I'd like. You have to be careful though, because everything can kill you there. You have to be so careful. Loads of stuff can kill you in I've only done one in Africa. That was North Africa, Morocco. I didn't go right into Africa. I say I've done Africa, but I've been on the African continent, which is pretty much been to Africa. Yeah, the Northern Territories, where all the big crocs are. I'd love to see all them, but everything can kill you. The redback spiders. My mate said when he was out there working, they had to get some grain out of the shed, and he was just brushing these spiders off the grain to get the bags of grain out of the shed, and the man come out and said, "What are you doing?" So I'm just getting, he said, "Them spiders, you know, they can kill you." And he was just lucky he didn't get bitten by one. There was loads of them, hundreds of them, tiny little things, redback spiders. I can't remember the name of them, exact name. They might be called redback spiders, but yeah, he was lucky. And then everything there, they've got a saying there, haven't they? Fuck around and find out. Yeah. Because you mess around with anything, it can kill you. So just leave it alone. So yeah, just stay away from the spiders and the scorpions and the snakes, and you'll be all right. After that is the plan, mate. But there's I can't leave at the moment. I've got to build a little bit of a sort of a base in the Philippines first. I need some stability. I just can't come over there and rely on my savings. I need to have foundation there where I'm going to be self-sufficient. Doesn't mean to say that I'm going to be running businesses over there, but I want to get July running businesses over there so that she's stable and we don't have to worry about any financial situations, because I've seen so many people go out there. All right, Erico, how you doing? I've seen so many people go to the Philippines with savings, even like $200,000 or whatever, and it just dwindles away, and after 10 years they've got nothing, and I don't get my pension for another 15 years till I get any pension. So I need enough money to be able to survive out there. Like July earns a bit of money on YouTube, but that's the idea of Pure Philippines and the resort and the buying the condo to rent out, to have so July's got enough money so we can relax. If I have to start a limited company out there and start working and get a different setup, like I get a permanent visa to work there and everything, then I will do that. But at the moment I don't need to do that because July can do that. I trust her. But yeah, I'm looking at being out there in the next 4 years, maybe three or 4 years, hopefully. Don't really want to sell my house over here. If I sell my house, it's like worth, I found about 50 million pesos. So I could probably put that in the bank and live a good life out there. but I'm still not comfortable with it lasting me for the rest of my life. I might live another 30 years, 40 years. Oh, what you mean computer chips, Arthur? Yeah. Yeah, I want to get out of the UK. Obviously, I've got, you know, I've got family here and all that at the moment, so it's difficult. It's difficult. I will be moving over there, but these things, you know, I'm a planner. I don't like to do things on the spur of the moment. I've got to plan things. I've just checked my diary, and I'm back in the Philippines in 5 weeks. It's crazy. Oh, chips for the fryer. Okay, sorry man, I thought you meant computer chips. No, yeah, so it's crazy. I'm back out there in 5 weeks and 6 days for July's birthday. So do before then. I've just got over the jet lag. Taken me 2 days to get over the jet lag. So yeah, I'll be I've got a plan in place with July, as you know, a resort and buying a condo and, you know, having something to rent out. She might even get into hiring motors out. Yeah, I've done Christmas before in the Philippines. It was all right. This year I'm doing New Year because they don't celebrate Christmas. Well, there goes the fishing boats going out. You'll see it in a minute come through. There's a couple of fishing boats, charter boats going out to catch fish. I think they take passengers out and they fish about 12 people on each boat. No, but with the celebrations in Christmas, it was weird because I thought it'd be a great Christmas in the Philippines, and they don't celebrate Christmas like we do. They celebrate New Year like we celebrate Christmas. So I'm going out for New Year this time. That's when they have all the family gatherings. That's when they have everything. It's New Year. A boat will be coming into view any minute from the left, coming across. You'll see them. There's 2 of them. We won't be able to miss them. Where are they? 1, 2, 3. There you go. Can you see them coming through just below the tower block now? That should make a good picture, Brian, with that boat coming through. You might get it. Yeah. So there's 2 of them, 2 boats. But yeah, so hi Larry, how you doing? Yeah, that's all right, mate. That's all right. I can try and move this down for you a bit if you want, because it's up high, isn't it? There you go. Is that any good? No, you can't see the sea now, can you? Yeah, it's got to a stage where I might have to just lift this up a bit. There we go. But yeah, let's go for a walk, guys. We've got enough footage now. We have this sunrise. Good internet in the UK, isn't it? Good data. Apparently they're doing Starlink soon, straight to your phone, so there won't be any losses of signal anywhere. Let me make this back to normal size. There you go. Right, so normal size, guys. There's the sunrise normally. That's what it looks like normally. The sea's quite flat and calm today. It'd be perfect out there catching fish. The boats are off on a mission. They're off, and let's walk because I've got to go home. Can't stay out all day. But yeah, it's beautiful colours. Look, blue and yellow and different shades of blue. That's the open ocean out there. If you go straight over there, guys, you hit Holland. If you go straight out there, you hit Holland, then Norway above that, and you're going up to the Arctic Circle, because we're quite close. We're closer than the Philippines to the Arctic Circle, but we're not closer than Canada. But yeah, good Larry, glad to hear that you're doing all right, man. Right, so this is the benches. Look, we'll have a little walk because there's loads of benches and they've all got their own little story because they've all got a painting on the back of them on the wall. And these benches are for people that have passed away, died, and their family have got a remembrance bench for them. I think you pay $500 for the bench, and they fit it down here, and you have a little plaque put on it with your granddad or your partner's name, whoever dies, and you can come and sit on the bench and remember them. It's nice, isn't it? All the benches along here. It's very thoughtful. Yeah, I know what you're saying. But some people are different. You know, I've got my dad's ashes. He died New Year's Eve, believe it or not. And then look, what happens is people have a bench and then they put one person's name, and then someone else dies in the family and they add theirs, and then someone else dies, they add theirs. So it becomes like all the grandparents and you know, great aunties and uncles end up on the same bench as a memorial. I think it's a good idea. You know, I want to have a bench here because my daughter can come and sit on it and remember when we used to go fishing out there on the boat. And there's my, you know, it's nice. But yeah, so yeah, sorry mate. Yeah, so we were just walking along here. Look how nice and calm that ocean is. Sometimes you see fish moving around in the edge. But we walk up, this is all brand new, all this tarmac they've laid. It's like a tarmac, it's stuck, it doesn't move. It looks like gravel that's loose, but it's all glued down with bitumen. And it's an eyesore really, but they had to do it because they needed to protect the ocean. It used to be all shells like this, a beach of shells. You see the white shells, it used to be like that. But yeah, there's all more benches here. If you look down, there's benches all the way down. So someone else has got 2 plaques on that one. But you could just walk along the seafront here and read all the plaques. And you could spend all day going through people's histories. It's like going to a memorial area, remembrance, you know. Like this bench here has got 4 people on it. Look, Colin Williams. You can have a look. There's a fisherman, so he's got a fishing rod there. He must have fished across, missed by his family and friends. And you've got Doreen Williams. That's the nan, that's the granddad there. And then you've got Ray Carter and you've got Roy Carter. They must have been brothers, maybe they might have been the uncles. Yeah, look, brother and uncle. So it's pretty cute, isn't it? I might have my bench right here, look, when I go. People can sit here and look out at sea and read Philippines John. Pure Philippines on the bench. What do you reckon, Brian? Pure Philippines on the bench. He loved the UK by the coast, but he loved the Philippines more. So he went. In memory. Yeah. I should get one done now, shouldn't I? Because I'm leaving. Then people can remember me. Because I doubt if I'll be coming back. Yeah, there's loads of them, look. All different ones. But yeah, so we'll just have a walk. I don't think we can walk much further because they're working down here. And they've closed it all off, which is a pain. Yeah, it's a good idea. When you go further down, Brian, there's a lot more benches around the corner. And you can see all this gravel up here. It's come up here because it's been a high tide. It's washed this up in the storm. So they will come down and clear it all off again. But eventually I think all this will be covered in these stones because it'll fill it up. It'll look white all the way along here eventually. It's starting to go now. But yeah, I've not seen one fish jump yet today. But I'll tell you what, in the past, guys, I have seen dolphins here. You get the dolphins come in, and when you see them, it's really good. It's a good feeling, you know, it makes you happy. When you see a dolphin, it's never a sad time, is it, seeing a dolphin? And they come up and you see them swimming up and down out there, the fins coming out. In the Philippines we see hundreds of dolphins. When we go on the boat trips, there's loads of them out there. I think it's the only thing they don't catch and eat. That's why there's millions of them. I think so. I think that's what I'm going to do, Brian. Have a British and Philippine flag on my bench, and I'm going to have it nearer my house. My house is down here further, but I've walked down here, but I've got to walk all the way back because it's fenced off. I'll show you it's fenced off down here, and then I've got to walk back again along the road. But we've been going 40 minutes. That's good. That's not a bad little stint, is it? It's not a 5-hour marathon like what July does, but we've had a little look around. This is where I live, guys. This is my humble ocean where I live. It looks really like inviting. It looks like you could just jump in it and swim, but trust me, it's not warm. It's like 15 to 17 degrees. It's freezing. You have to get in it on a hot day, and then you have to just adjust to the coldness. You can do it, just takes a little bit of bravery. So up here, look, they've closed off, footpath closed, look, to do work. So here you've got another bench here, and obviously the man was a cricketer. Look, he's into cricket, see? And is it the Morgan Motor Company? So yeah, he's had a mural. You can have a mural painted. There's an old World War II Spitfire, look, on the wall, and it must have been him in his mobility scooter, and that was him when he was younger playing cricket. It's nice, isn't it? He must have worked for Morgan Car Company. There's his dog. There's him, look. He looks happy, doesn't he, in his little mobility scooter? And look, it says here, there's a picture of a cricket bat, and it says, Fred Coe, a loving husband, dad and granddad. Loved and missed by all who knew him. That's cool, isn't it? I think I'd have a Philippines flag and a British flag, and maybe Pure Philippines, July and Untold Stories, little emblem. And we don't know what the future brings, do we? I might have a picture of the resort in the Philippines, or you know, July might end up over here. Who knows what's going to happen? You know, she might come and sit on the bench when I'm gone and live in my house. Who knows what's going to happen, guys? But this here's a camera, look, a portable one to stop people. It's got a speaker in it as well, so people, they can talk to you. It stops people. It's a CCTV portable camera. I've never seen one before. They put them down here, and it's like interactive. It's like got a it's like a door cam on it, and people can see and hear you, and you can talk back to them. But it's powered by solar, I think, or batteries, and it's really good security. Yeah, it's good that they've allowed the murals to be painted on the wall. It's amazing, isn't it, really? And yeah, it's really nice. That doesn't happen everywhere, does it? Doesn't happen everywhere. But yeah, so I can't walk any further. You got what do they used to call them, the Daleks? They've got the Daleks sitting there. Stops any kids playing there and vandalising. So the Daleks there. That is good, isn't it? Yeah, Brian. So yeah, that is a good. It'd make me happy. But then at the moment, she's quite happy staying in the Philippines, and the UK isn't a great place anymore. It's not a great place to come. And if you obviously, if she was in the Philippines and she didn't have a successful future in the Philippines like she's got, then it'd be a really good opportunity to come here because the wages are massive. I've already been offered a placement for her. If she went back and done her nursing, she'd only have to finish 1 year of her nursing, and they offered her a placement at the local hospital, because I know the manager. She's a Filipina, and she manages the staff, the recruitment coming in from the Philippines, and they would have given her a job, like all taken care of, accommodation, everything. She could come over and work, but the wages aren't as good as YouTube. Yeah, the wages aren't as good as YouTube. So what, she'd give up YouTube to come to the UK and earn less money and be in the UK for no reason. It just doesn't make sense to come here for her. You know, she's really successful in the Philippines now. So, and she's going to be you know, making it even more successful if she starts this reality TV. Where she's got vloggers coming to stay at her resort and they film it as a reality show. There's even more money in that. And she's got subscribers winning holidays on her channel to come and stay at the resort, and you know, being able to stay there and renting the condo off of her, the one that she's doing up as her studio. She's going to do a condo out like her a vlogging studio, a live stream studio, and then people can stay there. So she's got a big future in the Philippines, man. The UK's not as attractive as it used to be. Philippines is really attractive for me, really attractive, as you can imagine, because not just because of July, on a number of levels. It's like going back in time, guys. You haven't got all the regulations and all the faff of you can't do this, you can't do that. All the driving regulations in the UK where you got to do this, you got to do that. You get a ticket for doing something every day. They're giving out parking tickets and speeding tickets and no MOT tickets and fine. You know, it's like a police state. It's just full of stress. Yeah, Filipina P's great. I love her. She's a really good vlogger. Yeah, I know, because I'll tell you why, because it's so strict. It's so strict, and anything you can do to make yourself, like, your life more comfortable, they cut it off, they stop it. So say you come up with a little, you know, job you want to do, or something to make money, or they tax it. They just chuck a big tax bill at it, so it can't make you any money anymore. Like my friend, he got a load of containers, storage containers, put on his land, and you know, it was a really good future. He bought them on finance, and the idea was they pay for themselves over 5 years, and when they've paid for themselves, you got them for free because you're renting them out and the rent's paying for them, and then everything's profit after that. And it was just a no-brainer. It was like his retirement plan. So the UK see this happening, stepped in with a massive tax on it, container tax. So they hit it, that business model, with a great big tax. Now there's no money in it now. He's stuffed. He's lost all his money because he's got to pay tax on every single container. He's got like 50 containers, and it was his retirement plan. He's paying so much tax on them now. He has to pay, like, it doesn't sound a lot, it's like 25 bucks a week for each container, but when you've got 50 and you're only renting them out for 35 bucks a week, it's just like they've just killed it. So every single thing that comes up to make money. Let's walk back, guys, because there's a nice little field here with benches in. When this is opened up again in the summer, guys, it's really nice. It's looks shabby at the moment because they dug it all up. They dug all this up to build the new path. So yeah, they tax everything, mate, and it just kills anybody making any money. They want to take it, half of it. So, but in the Philippines, you ain't got all that. You've not got it as much. Obviously it's there, but you haven't got it as much. And all the things that you used to make money off in the UK, taxed the bottom out of it. They still haven't touched it over in the Philippines yet. So it's like going back in time 40 years. So, and all the things, the business opportunities that we had that are gone now in the UK, they're still there over there. They're still in the Philippines. So it's definitely worth for me to move to the Philippines. So yeah. Morning. Yeah, man, they tax everything. You want to buy a house in the UK now, you have to pay buy-to-let tax, you have to pay stamp duty, you have to pay this, you have to pay that. And it just, years ago, you could just buy a place, rent it out, and the rent that you're getting would pay for the mortgage or loan, and after 10 years that place was yours. And it was an easy system, and people were making lots of money and buying hundreds of houses and retiring multi-millionaires. But they took all that and they thought, right, we're not having that, that's too easy, so we'll tax the arse out of it. So you can't do that anymore as much, not as easy. So, but in the Philippines they haven't done that yet. They've not done that, so it's a lot easier out there. Yeah, the rainy season ain't that bad, Si, in the Philippines. It's not that bad, because it'll rain for a whole day and then it'll be red hot for 6 days, and then it'll rain for a day and then it'll be red hot for 6 days. I went there, didn't I, just now, and it was the rainy season. I thought we had 3 days of rain in 2 weeks. But it does rain. When it rains hard. I don't mind the rainy season. You want to try living in the UK where it's rainy season all year round. You know, the only thing I'm not too excited about is obviously any earthquakes, but July says they haven't had a big one since 2012. So, well, I said to her then, that means we're due one then. So I'm not keen on earthquakes. The typhoons don't really bother me, because just like a big hurricane, we have them over here. Yeah, see, if you have a new tax law in Holland in 2027, if you have a house 30 years and you sell it, you need to pay 38% tax on the profit you made. See, they're just ripping the arse out of it, aren't they? They're just taking everything you've got. You've worked all your life to pay for that house, you know, and then they're going to take 38% of it when you sell it. So what's the point in selling it? You might as well just keep renting it out. Don't give them 38%. Everywhere you turn, man, they're just trying to take your money over here. Any savings you've got, they attack it. Trying to stop you having a pension any way they can. It's just it's a war. It's a war for your money. In the Philippines, your money goes a long way, and it's laid back. It's relaxed. They don't hassle you like over here. They're not trying to earn from you every day. You don't get parking fines and your car towed away and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, let's walk back. It's funny because you're not allowed to camp outside my house. There's a field and it's council. It's not for public to camp on. We've got a load of people camping on there at the minute. They've come down to the seaside and they've set their tents up. Yeah, man. I want out of the UK, but I want to go when in a situation where I've got something to go to. I'm not just going out there to waste my money and end up poor. I want to have a better life than I've got here. So got two choices, haven't I? Go now, sell the house, just take my money and watch it dwindle away over the next 15, 20 years, if I last that long. Or stay here for another 3 or 4 years, build something, buy some property out there, some condos I can rent out, and then go out there with an income, with a week, you know, monthly income. So I haven't got to spend my savings, and we can use the savings for investment and live off the profit, so my money doesn't go down. That's probably the best option, isn't it? Obviously within the law, Philippine law, you can't work in the Philippines as a foreigner unless you follow the strict rules and guidelines. But July can, you know, July can work, so I think that helps a lot. Yeah, I do, Brian. I stayed in the condo where Philip was, in Cebu. I've experienced both of them, and Dumaguete is a lot nicer for me. See, Philip would say the opposite. He would say, "Oh, sod Dumaguete, we like Cebu. Cebu's better." Yeah, well, Cebu's got more facilities. It's more of a urban area, you know. And oh, they've tidied up. That's nice. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, there's camping here. Look, it's all right. Nice day. Morning. Yeah, it's nice here. So guys, yeah, we're back now. So I'm gonna probably end the stream. So yeah, what we got here? Yeah, Dumaguete one's a lot better, Brian. The security is amazing. Yeah, look, we're back now. The security is amazing, and the facilities there are great. You know, the pool, they've got a games room, pool table, they've got a lobby that's got a clubhouse. They deliver grab to the hotel, to the condo. You can get an order like a Just Eat, and yeah, it's right on the ocean, and it's quiet. Cebu, depends what you want really, doesn't it? Because yeah, let's walk over here. It depends what you want really, because Cebu has got more malls, it's got more access to, you know, urban facilities that people like. It's this is the Canvey Island Football Club, guys, over here. That's the stadium. But yeah, so right, Jim, how you doing? For me, Dumaguete's better. There's a lot less foreigners, a lot more opportunities to meet a Filipina, if you want to meet a Filipina, because Negros, the island of Negros, is massive, right? You can drive for 4 hours in one direction and still not hit a city. You know, it's really sort of province. Outside Dumaguete, there's not much around. So anyone that's in a village in the mountains, the Filipinas looking for there is, Brian, there is condos available there. We've got a broker that is amazing. Let me go and sit on this bench for a little while. I didn't see there was a bench here. Look. I'm outside my house and I didn't know there was a bench here. So yeah, there's a condo broker that we use. She's amazing, and she's the one that we only know her because we were renting car rental from her, and then we've always rented off of her. We didn't know she done condos, and we rented our cars off her when I've come over, and then we said we're going to Bohol, and she said, oh, I can get you a car in Bohol cheap. So she got us a car in Bohol to rent, and then when we was renting the car in Bohol, we come back and we wanted another car, and then I said to her, yeah, we're going to buy a condo, and she said, oh, I sell condos there. She said, why didn't you say? So it was just coincidence that we found out that she sells condos there as well. So this is that side. There's the seawall up there, guys, look, up the top, and this is the front of my house. You know, there's no one here. This isn't my front garden, guys, I'm not that rich, but it's all public land that we can just come and use, so it makes it attractive, you know. So yeah, man, it's a good idea. It's a good idea, mate. If you need any assistance, just message me. You know, you want any questions answered, there's a mall being built next to the condos as well, which is going to make it even nicer, isn't it? Having a mall with all a shopping centre next door. It'll have fast food, it'll have clothes stores and supermarket within walking distance of the condo. And it's an up and coming area because they're opening up restaurants everywhere. It's not in the city, it's on the outskirts. It's literally half a mile from the boulevard. You know where the boulevard is? It's literally probably 3/4 of a kilometre. Oh, Mark, are you talking about the A team, yeah? I remember that. Yeah, so the condo is about 3/4 of a kilometre from the boulevard. So you've got the ferry there. It's close to the airport as well. The Dumaguete airport looks like a 1950s airport out of an Elvis film when he flew to Hawaii. You know, they land and they've got the wooden shacks in the airport, and it looks like, that's what it looks like, Dumaguete airport. 1950s Elvis film airport, going to the Pacific, going to Hawaii. But yeah, tiny little place. It's a domestic airport, isn't it? It's not international. But the condo is 3/4 of a kilometre from there. It's only a tricycle ride to both, but it gives you a yeah, it's a good description, yeah. Yeah, it's gives you enough space from all the action, and you've got sea view. You know, you can see over the ocean. I prefer Dumaguete because it's not as cosmopolitan, you know. It's more province, Dumaguete. Got more chance of adventures in Dumaguete than you have in Cebu. When I went to Cebu, I was invisible, guys. Everyone's working, everyone's got good jobs there, you know. Everyone's all the girls are not into us over there in Cebu. I struggled big time, but in Dumaguete it's a lot easier. There's a lot less foreigners, and there's a lot more girls from the province there that don't really know a lot, you know, that are happy just to have a proper relationship with a foreigner, and they, you know, they're not worried about you being old and that. So they just want you to have they're interested in love rather than material things and looks in Dumaguete. But Philip loves Cebu. Philip loves Cebu and I love Dumaguete. So, you know, everyone to their own. You got to come over and decide yourself, really. That's the thing. Decide yourself where you want to be. What I like about Dumaguete as well is you've got the proper paradise tropical islands just offshore that you can go to experience paradise in the Philippines, you know. I like that a lot. And you don't have to go far to hit the province. In Dumaguete, in Cebu, it's a built-up area. It's all, you know, it's modernised. It's all urbanised. It's concrete jungle, basically. You have to go like quite far to experience life outside of the concrete jungle. But Dumaguete is just on your doorstep. You travel to the airport and you think you're in Hawaii in the 50s. And Cebu's got an international airport, hasn't it? No taxis in Dumaguete, just tricycles as well, which gives it a more rustic feel as well, a more homely feel. Yeah, it is. It is interesting. Yeah, what I find really interesting in the Philippines is every area has its own character, like you say, but it also has its benefits and its downfalls. Like Bohol is great, love it to bits, but it's got no Grab, so you can't order any food, you can't order any tricycle online, you have to just struggle. But then it's got an international airport, Bohol, so you can fly straight there. So everything's got its pros and its cons, you know. But with the Dumaguete situation, you know, I've been to Manila, I've been to Mindanao, Ozamis, I've been to Cebu, and you know, Dumaguete is a really friendly place. It's nice, and the condo's amazing. When you get a blackout, like you get backup generator, so you're covered there. The power of the water is amazing. They must have the water tank on the roof because the power is pressured from the, must be from the roof because it's so strong. Siquijor is very, very beautiful. Siquijor is very beautiful. Bohol's beautiful. You know, Bohol's not a small island. It's a very big island, really. And it takes 4 hours to drive across it. At least, probably longer than that. 4 or 5 hours to drive over Bohol. Siquijor, you can drive around it in an hour. But Bohol's got some amazing places. It's got some amazing beaches. Siquijor beaches are good. That Coco Grove is the best place I've stayed in the whole of the Philippines. But then, you know, I haven't tried everywhere in the Philippines, you know. Ah, okay, Jim. That's interesting. US Air Force. Wow. Yeah, man. So I've heard Davao's nice. It's very conservative. You know, Davao, is it Davao? Davao? Or people say Davao and people say Davao in Mindanao. And there's an island next to it called Samao Island. That Samao Island looks absolutely paradise. Yeah, I like Coco Grove was probably, oh, it's the best resort I've ever stayed in, 100%. Anywhere in the world. Best resort I've stayed in. The food was out of this world. The service was out of this world. The rooms was excellent as well. Can't fault anything there, really. Can't fault anything there. And it's reasonably priced. And, you know, that's a 45-minute ferry ride, Brian, from the condo. So you want to go and relax in paradise, you know where to go, didn't you, you know? Or you just the condo. That's why having that condo there is a great place to bounce from. No, Davao, Davao in Mindanao. Dano's where your family are, isn't it? I think that's in Bohol, isn't it, Dano? Or Siquijor? Bohol, I think, Dano. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, you will do soon, man. When you're planning on coming over? Oh, is it difficult in Canada, Brian? Because in the UK, that's an online procedure and it takes 2 weeks. It's pretty fast. I don't know the procedure in Canada, but it's all online now in the UK, and you can just reapply for it, send your old one back, and it's a quick process. If you've already got a passport, to reissue it isn't that long. So if you must have to reapply because you've let it lapse. Okay, so that's probably a longer process. Over here, you can get that done in 6 weeks, mate. 6 weeks for a reapplication or a brand new passport. It takes 6 weeks. Oh, right, okay. Well, I'm back out there in September. I've got 5 weeks and 6 days till I get there. And then I'm going back out there for Christmas. So that the Christmas trip will be my frightening about my 5th trip this year, I think. It's crazy. I went February, April, end of May, July. So that'll be my 6th trip at Christmas. My sixth one. It's because I came back on the 28th of December, or it'd be my 7th. It's like 2 days from being my 7th trip. I came back on the 28th of December, and obviously the New Year's the 1st of January. So I missed it should be my 7th trip really, but I missed it by 3 days. It'd be my 6th trip at Christmas. Crazy, eh? This year. It'd be my 7th trip in a calendar year because I'm going out there on the 28th December. And I came back on the 28th of December last year. So that'd be my 7th trip in... Yeah, of course I can, mate. Of course I can. We'll sort something out anyway, so you can send them to the condo. There's no problem there. She can receive mail at the condo. Once we've got the apartment. Well, she might be at that condo for a while now, man. So we can sort it out. We can sort it out. I can take them out there, or you can send them to me. Or you can send them to a condo. You know, I'll message you the details. Yeah, they've got them over here as well that handle visas for you. It's just they want a lot of money. You know, they want thousands of bucks to do the visas and that. Yeah, it's a good. She'll like that. She'd definitely like that. She'll put it up in the resort, or she'll put the flag up in the condo, definitely. Yeah, so there's a fella that's Canadian that does a channel on YouTube called, is it This Philippines Life or That Philippines Life? He's started a Canadian bar, hasn't he, in Roxall. I don't know if you've seen his channel. He gets a lot of views. He's a Canadian, and he's started a bar called the Beaver Bar, drinking bar. That looks quite interesting over there. Yeah, not a problem, mate. I'll speak to July and we'll sort it out. The condo, you can post stuff there. They've got their own mailboxes, so you get a mailbox, so you can get actually deliveries, so she can receive mail there. It's like a load of post boxes downstairs, and you go and collect your mail every day. I'll give you the details for it. Don't know. She's definitely going to be there for this month. You know, she might not be there in September, but she might be. We don't know. She might extend, or she might have had a condo that she's buying come through, and she'd be just at the same place but a different address, a different apartment. It looks like she's going to stay there till I come back, mate, in 5 weeks. You've got plenty of time to get it out there to her. I'll just give you the address and you can post it. But guys, I'm going to end the live now because it's been on an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to go indoors. Let's just walk over. That Christmas tree, look, spruce, isn't it? What's it called? Spruce or something? Monkey tree. No, that'd be good when it's big. They get massive, they do. So yeah. Yeah, man, that's all right. I'll send you it. I'll just check with July first, obviously, and I'll let you know a bit later. She's asleep at the minute. So these are all the houses, guys, in my street. Look, some nice ones. Let's go across this bridge so you can walk along and see it. It's so quiet down here. It's a dead end road. It's a private road, so it's so quiet. So quiet, man. It's lovely. So look, you've got a dog's bin here. Look for dog poo. You're not allowed to leave any dog's mess anywhere. You get fined £100 if you do. So there's another another fine. What I was talking about earlier. There's the football stadium. Look, can you see that? It's the football stadium, guys. If I go like that, you'll probably be able to see it better. There you go, over there. Yeah. So these are the houses, big old houses here. Look, that's one house. Yeah. It's a nice house, this one. Yeah, it's very pretty here, Si. It's a very sought after area to live. It's very hard to get a place down here. They don't come up for sale very often. And this next one is my one. So this is my one, guys. Right, so I'm gonna go, guys. Alright. That's mine. So I'll see you later, guys, alright? I'm going in. Take care, yeah? Thanks for everything, and I'll speak to you a bit later.